Hello friends, welcome to my cozy haven. My name is Fiona. Long time no see. Yeah, well, not long time, a couple of weeks no see. Yeah, I had a big ME flare, and I'm kind of on the outward side of it at the moment, but it's taken a lot out of me. It's napping for an hour and a half after lunch most days now, and sleeping 10 hours a night, if not more. So yes, I don't have a lot of energy. I'm just like, but hey, that's what it is. I have to accept it and just try and do what I can do. So that's why there's been no videos. And I'm just there are gonna be some changes to the channel. I'm just gonna put it out here now in the introduction. That'll be it. The vlogs are stopping for the moment. I just don't have the energy to pick the camera up every day, and I'm actually not doing anything, if I'm being brutally honest. So I just they weren't doing well anyway. So I'm just like, right, okay, for the moment they're stopping. If I do anything during the week and I think it's interesting and I video it, it will be put on to the end of a Friday video. The Friday videos are staying, but I'm only going to do one every 2 weeks. At the moment, I just don't have the energy to do any more, and that's being totally truthful. I will keep doing the Sunday night lives, with Tiffany and company, because I enjoy doing them, and hopefully they'll keep inviting me. Because I love being on there for the hour and just chatting with everybody. So that's fun. I enjoyed that. But that's it for the moment. That's it for what I'm doing with the channel at the moment. I will hopefully come back with more videos, etc. But at the moment, I need to look after me. I need to try and get my health as good as I can get it. Because this flare was nasty. So it tells me I need to pull back and I need to look after me. So that's kind of what I'm sort of saying about what's happening with the channel. I appreciate everyone that is subscribed and keeps commenting on my channel. I love that, and I love the community I'm building. And I'm hoping that no one will decide, well, stuff that she's not doing enough videos, I'm going to drop. If you do decide that, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But I hope that people will stay around and will just watch the videos that I'm able to put out. So, so that's it for this introduction. Let's get on to the books that I've been reading, shall we? To be honest, there are some of these books I can't remember anything about, and that's because I read them while I was in the middle of the flare. So, but one that I did read that I can remember quite a bit about was The Faraway Inn by Sarah Beth Durst. I buddy read this with Emily from Emily's Excellent Epics. There we go. I think I've remembered it, and I got a pretty speed. So in this one, we meet a young lady called Kalisa. And Kalisa's had a breakup with her boyfriend, and her mother's decided it's a good idea for her to go and stay with her great aunt, Auntie Z, in the Faraway Inn to try and help her. And when she arrives, Auntie Z is nowhere to be seen, and then Auntie Z appears and goes, "You're not welcome here. You can stay for 2 days, that's it." But things happen, and Kalisa realises that she loves the inn and she loves helping Auntie Z. She's bringing back a few ideas and things like this. I don't want to say much about it because honestly, you need to go in blind. Because there are things about the inn that Kalisa doesn't know. There are things about herself that she doesn't know and it's just, it was a delightful read. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I gave this one 4.5 out of 5, I think. Or is it 4 out of 5? No, maybe it's 4 out of 5, but no, it is just lovely. And the characters and the world building, I really hope we're going to get more from this, because it is definitely worth at least another book in the series, if not more, because I want to know what happens next. Because it just, it's magical. It was just, as Sarah Beth says, and was it for those that need a break? Was it how she? For everyone who needs an escape, a refuge, a moment to breathe, and that's what this gave. You escaped to a beautiful place with lovely characters and a good plot line. Yeah, I would highly recommend this one. I then reread a book that I've had for a number of years, and just to see if there's anything new in it I could pick up. And that was Finding Freedom, Escaping from the Prison of Chronic Fatigue Syndrome by Raylan Agel. Some very interesting things in this. Interesting how she managed to get herself to a level. She says she's recovered. From all the stuff I've read, you don't recover. You can get yourself to a plateau where you are able to function, etc., far better than maybe you were doing. But I found there are tips in here that I found very interesting that I'm going to try and bring into my own life. And for anyone that is maybe, this was written about 7 years ago, so maybe things have moved on since then. But as I say, I found it interesting. So as some practice I'll bring into my own life. I don't think I could go full plant-based. I missed my roast chicken and my bacon butties. Just saying. But there are other bits and pieces within this that I can try and bring into my everyday life. And I will do, just to see if they do help. But no, it was an interesting book. I won't be keeping it. This will be on hold now. But no, it was interesting to read and just to sort of take bits from it. I then read Excitements at the Shalley School by Eleanor M. Brett Dreyer. I needed something that I wasn't having to concentrate on really, really hard. Just something that I could read and enjoy. And that was it. And I did enjoy this one. This was a fun read. This is the one in which they discover that the Shalley School is coming up for its 21st birthday, and they want to sort of do some celebrations, and they ask the pupils what they want to do. There's the annual pantomime, there's skiing, there's trips. So yeah, really enjoyed it. I have stopped at this point because the next one is the coming of age of the Shalley School. And Girls Gone By Publishing, who have the rights now to, I think, all of the Eleanor M. Brett Dyer books, are republishing that book as unabridged. And I've ordered a copy, so I'm waiting for my unabridged copy to arrive. But yes, I've thoroughly enjoyed this one. This was fun and just what I needed at the time. I then read Something New at the Borrow Bookshop by Kylie Dunbar. This is book number 3 in the series. It was okay. It was not my favourite book, my favourite read, I have to say. To do with a lady who comes as a digital nomad and helps put the bookshop back onto, or puts the bookshop onto a sort of internet footing, digital website, etc. She's a wee girl who's 5 years old, and since the wee girl's been kind of 6 months, 9 months, and they've travelled the world for this lady's job. The wee girl is beautiful. The wee girl is just so much fun. Radia, she is just full of life, full of wonder, and is like a sponge who soaks things up. I really loved her as a character. But there was just something in the book that just wasn't speaking to me, which is a shame. but it was nice to read the next book in the series, and there's another one up there that I have to read as well. But no, it was nice to read. I've read it. I'm hoping that the next one will be better for me. It could be that I was just in the wrong place, wrong headspace to read this, but I've read it. Then read Ellen Hildebrand's The 5-Star Weekend. I think this is this could be my first by her. I'm really not sure, but I really enjoyed it. Really interesting premise. This woman's husband dies, and she is a big internet star, and they had a bit of an argument before he left, and she had tried to kind of make it up to him on the phone, but he is involved in an accident and he doesn't survive. And she's saying somewhere else that someone came up with the idea of a 5-star weekend where you bring together 4 women from your life that have helped you in various stages of your life, and they all come together for a weekend, and they have dinner, lunches and shopping and all of that stuff. So she decides to do that, and it's the women that she brings back into her life, or they come back to Nantucket, and it's what they do. It's the secrets that each woman is keeping, what happens when these secrets come out. I really enjoyed it, and I do want to read more by this author. I have to say, I did enjoy it, and I think it's an author that I'll keep reading. I'm sorry, my brain. I'll keep reading, and yeah, that was fun. I then read New Arrivals at Hedgehog Hollow by Jessica Redland. This is book number 2 in the series. I did enjoy it to a point. There were bits in it that I was like, really? How often can this happen? And there are people in this who have not been nice to our main character. There are people there's one character in particular who I think is about to take a lend of her, if I'm totally honest, and I don't like her, but I won't know that until later on in the series. There's some new characters come in who are absolutely delightful, and I loved hearing about all the hedgehogs and how she looks after them, and how they then become part of the family, and they're re-released and everything. It's a delightful series, and as I say, this is only the second one I've read. I will definitely be carrying on because they're good reads. But as I say, there was something in this one that I was just like, really. But yeah, no, thoroughly enjoyed it. Again, I'm not going to say much because I do not want to give plots away, and I just think it's not a good idea. You need to go in you have to have read the first one before you read this one. This is one you have to read in order so that you understand what's going on. But no, enjoyed it, and glad that I've got it, and will definitely be getting the next one. Then read Jerry Goes to School by Eleanor M. Brent Dyer. This is book number 1 in her La Rochelle series. This is a second series that she wrote, but a number of the characters in this series you are connected to the Shalley School series. So it's nice to sort of get, more about these characters that you learn about in the Shalley School as well. But no, this is Jerry, she goes to school. This is Jill, and things are not good between them to begin with, but possibly things, because of this incident here, get better. But no, thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a good reread, and it's nice to sort of read another series by Eleanor M. Brent Dyer. Actually, hold on. I'm actually presently reading book number 2, A Head Girl's Difficulties. So, So the Rosamund in this one becomes the mother of some of the Shalley School girls. So it's really nice to kind of Rosalind and Francesca. They become mothers of some of the Shalley School girls. So it's really, really nice to kind of get kind of their backstory, as it were. So enjoying this one at the moment. I'll have it finished by the end of the weekend probably. But yeah, thoroughly enjoying this one. I then read 3 novellas. from various authors now. If I need to, and I need to find out which ones were they were. Oh, come on, Fiona. So I read, oh my goodness, The Speed of Love by Wendy Rich Stetson. This is Nora's. This is the story of Nora. Nora, who we meet in one of the main Heart Song Ridges stories. We meet Nora, and it's a very different Nora to the Nora we meet in this book. So I really enjoyed it thoroughly. You know, it was a good book to read, and I am glad that I've read it. I also read Abigail's Amish Heart by Sadie Weaver. I'm going to be totally honest, guys. I can't remember. I honestly cannot remember what that book was about. And I'm really sorry to Sadie. I know that I gave it 3.5 out of 5. But I'm blanking. I'm honestly blanking. And the next one I read was A New Amish Love by Miriam Baylor. I know that I enjoyed this one. This is to do with a carpenter who comes to the Amish community, and the baker likes him. And it's their story. And I remember really enjoying it. I found it a good read. Again, not going to say much about it because I just think it's better. It's only it's a novella. Go into unknowing as to what the book was about. But no, I remember really enjoying it. So that's it. So those are the books that I've been reading while I haven't been well. I know it seems a lot, but I can honestly say that was virtually the only thing I could do. It was either that sleep and watch a wee bit of TV. Is all that I was able to do. The other book that I'm reading at the moment is Still Meadow Sampler by Gladys Tabor. Yes, I started tabbing it. I'm reading this just a couple of pages a day because I am reading it per season, and I am really liking it so far. Dad's read a couple of the pages and he's like, I want to read that after you. So that's kind of what I've been reading, what I plan to read. What am I doing this weekend? Not a lot. Do the grocery shop with Dad, the messages, and then watch rugby, read, sleep, repeat. There you go. That's my weekend. I need to go and help Mum. Mum's having a bad time at the moment. Her shoulders are really sore. Her hands are very sore. And she wants to turn up some shirts, but we need to cut them first. And I don't know whether she's going to tack or whether we'll just pin, and I'll just zoom around it in the sewing machine because I don't want her having to spend time doing a lot of sewing because her hands are really sore. So she's not having a good time, poor thing. And it's meaning also that I'm having to do a wee bit more in the house as well, which is trying to balance everything out. And yeah, it's not a fun time at the moment, but hey, there are people in this world who are far worse off than I am, and I really shouldn't complain. But that's it for this video. Please come chat with me down in the comments. Have you read any of the books I'd mentioned? I would love to know and what your thoughts were. What have you been reading recently? Please come chat with me. What are your plans for the weekend? I would love to know. But until my next video, friends, which will be a couple of weeks' time, stay safe and happy reading. Bye.